Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Make Your Point podcast hosted by Chris Henderson. Today is season 1, episode 7, and today we're going to talk about Biden's stimulus rescue plan. Joe Biden's stimulus rescue plan. If this is your first time listening to my podcast, I thank you. I thank you for the listen. If you listened before, please like, please comment, please subscribe, click the notification so you can hear the next one, and just enjoy my thoughts on politics, my thoughts on things that are going on in the world, and hopefully you learn something or learn a different view about it. And let's get going on today. Today's Biden stimulus rescue plan. What I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about its major points in the plan, giving my breakdown and thoughts about it. And the point I'm going to make today is that Biden's stimulus plan is a great start. It's a great idea. There's great things going for it. But we can do better and some things that we can do differently in the plan. So let's look at it. Biden has proposed a $1.9 trillion rescue stimulus plan for the economy during this COVID time and during this downtime in our economy to get everything back, get everything kind of in the right direction. $400 billion is going to go towards coronavirus vaccine testing, implementations of those. $1 trillion of the budget is going to go to families in direct relief, and then another $400 billion to aid communities, small businesses, federal unemployment, and states and things like that. So that totality is going to be a $1.9 trillion. But we're going to break it down into even smaller amounts, into even smaller segments. And there's 13 small segments that it's going to break down into. The rescue stimulus plan is going to help upscale vaccination. 2, public health care job expansion. 3, $35 billion to help reopen schools. 4, emergency paid leave for people with COVID. 5, stimulus checks. 6, helping unemployment. 7, housing assistance. 8, food benefits. 9, child care. 10, tax credit for children and low-income families. 11, aid to small business. 12, state and local governments. And 13, raise the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. So let's tackle each of these segments. I'm gonna give you my thoughts, and let's go. The first part is the upscale in vaccination. So some of the 1.9 trillion is going to help in upscale of vaccination. And my idea behind that vaccination is that yes, there needs to be an upscale in not only testing but vaccination if you want to get vaccinated, right? So that if you are in that population of groups that want to get the vaccination, that it should be easily effective for you to get it, and take it. If you choose not to get it, then you should be okay. They should have more in purchasing it and then implementing the shots for it. But my thoughts on that about the vaccination itself, that we're using such a large amount of money because the budget for that's included in that $400 million to upscale testing, upscale vaccination, right? And that's all in order to help improve the health of those individuals that are older, that have pre-existing conditions, those that help prevent them from getting the virus, or if they get the virus, to lower the symptoms, that allocate some of that money to get people healthy. And what helps to get people healthy besides shooting them with a vaccine? Vitamins, minerals, healthy water, healthy food, right? So in correlating with those tales, that not in order to just giving people a shot and then next thing you know they're still eating trash, they're still not putting good things in their body, they're not exercising, they're not doing the things to help their body maintain, they only got a vaccine. We should, as a government, get them vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, iron, zinc. Provide those healthy foods, greens, and vegetables, clean water. We should provide those things so not only that we can fuel a healthy body or improve a healthy system through more natural daily routines of everything, right? The vaccines can only do so much if your immune system is low, right? But vitamins, right? Eating healthy, exercise is going to improve your immune system tremendously, and improving your immune system tremendously is going to help uh, improve your reaction to the virus of not only getting it, but if you do get it, your recovery in it. The second one talks about public health care expansion, right? A public health care system in America is one of, if you have money or if you have no money, then you can get help, right? Those people that are in between, those in the middle, right? It's hard, it's difficult, it's expensive to get health care. And not only our job is linked to our health care, we need to expand it not only so we can get, if you are sick, right? If you are sick, that you can get the help that you need, but also that use healthcare as a prevention. Just like in previous ones before, we need to help maintain our bodies, maintain our system of health, not just go to the doctors when we're sick and feeling horrible, and then give us a pill, give us a shot, give us a surgery to make us feel better. But throughout our entire lives, do things that help us maintain our bodies, our temples, and keep it nice and clean. And so expanding our public care system, not only to provide the public care for the people, but to help maintain it or improve it in that expand. 35 billion to reopen schools. So schools right now are in this limbo because you have um, thousands, millions of kids that want to go back to school, that need to go back to school, but they're in an environment. Lots of them are in a public school system environment where the facilities are not set up to maintain, to house, to restrict this COVID time for the older adults, which are the teachers, which are the staffs, right? There's proven data and stuff that students have less likely risk of getting COVID at school than in other areas. However, right, there's lots of things that you need to maintain in order to get the confidence not only of the students, parents or guardians, but also the teachers. You want everybody to be confident in the environment that they are learning in. And so, reopening schools, you need space, you need ventilation, you need barriers, you need everybody to have masks up. And right now, how our system has been in place, where these older schools or these lower funded schools or these schools that have less space, right? They don't have the facilities to do it safely. And maybe the data says you can get sick, maybe the data says you can't get sick, but it's all about the confidence, not only of the students feeling that they're in a safe environment, the parents that they're sending their children to a place of a safe environment, but also to the teachers and the staff who are working in a safe environment. And if we can get to a place where everybody feels confident in a place and environment and staff and the protocols that are safe, then reopening schools would be at a higher rate. And nobody really has the answers, but we can come together and get the answers and the protocols in place together so we all feel confident, all three stages. Number 4, emergency pay leave, right? If you get COVID, you get sick, you gotta go on emergency, take care of somebody, you need to have the money in place to for your wages and pay, and so no problems there. Stimulus check, right? We already got $600. We're trying to get another $1,400, and look at this. This money literally is just a circle, right? That $600, that $1,400 that they're giving away, a high majority of people are just going to use that to pay bills. So if you're going to pay bills goes back into, I guess, the richer CEOs and stuff like that. So it's just what's necessary to survive right now until everything happens. And there's battles back and forth that people shouldn't get that amount of money, and that's why they're staying off of work. But literally, they're just using that money, $1,400, to pay rent, to pay light bill, to pay car note, and that money was going to CEOs, big businesses, and so forth. Number six, unemployment, no, unemployment benefits. Right, you got to remember, a lot of people can't work because their job is closed due to the county closing it and due to the risk involved with it. And so it's not their fault. It's just the county and protocol set up to try to keep everybody in place and try to maintain. So you have to take care of them. You have to take care of your people. America, we have to take care of each other. You got to understand it. If you leave somebody behind, if you leave people behind, that's not good for America. If the bottom rises, the top rises, we all rise. And so you don't want to leave somebody behind just because their job got shut down, not due to their own effect, or they got laid off not due to their own cause because of COVID, because of the job work environment that they're in place. Seven, housing assistance. Right, a lot of people can't pay rent. A lot of people don't have places to stay. Right, and so housing assistance is put in place. This money is put in place so that people can pay rent, stay in a house during this COVID time, which is once again just morals, right, values, and just helping your fellow American uh, have a place to stay that's warm, a building where they don't feel like they're just kicked out, left on the street, left to just to survive on their own, where they have some help and assistance because majority of the time it's not due to their own fault. It's just due to COVID affecting the work environment that affects the government that wants to get this all corralled. And so hey, let's lift each and every one of us up. Number eight, food benefits, right? You gotta eat, right? So WIC programs, also food banks and whatnot. Food is most important. This goes back to one and two, which is the health, right? You gotta eat good, right? And so if the government and hopefully in the stimulus plan provide healthy options, greens, vegetables, good food in our system to help boost the immune system of the people so that if and when they do get COVID or do get sick from something else, that their immune system is high and that they can fight it off easily. Number nine, child care. If you're going back to work and you got a child, somebody's got to take care of it, right? And so a lot of people are balancing those two or trying to balance those two of I want to go back to work, but I can't go back to work because my child is at home. My child's at home because school is closed, right? So provide a help in child care because child care in America is very expensive. So helping that helps more people to get back to work, which helps the economy overall, which helps everybody overall. Number 10, tax credit for children, low income family. Hey, during this COVID and breakout, right? These billionaires are getting richer and richer. These companies are getting richer and richer. And it's just a tax credit, meaning that the more children you have, that just means the more you can get it back in terms of tax credit because you're taking care of them and taking care of more people. There should not be an issue with that. I don't have any issues. I don't think there should be any issue with that. Small business. A lot of small businesses are being hurt because of COVID, right? They either have to shut down or have to make modifications to their business or have to redesign their business, right? And so allocating money and loans to small business so that not only can they survive, but they can thrive, or new businesses to start up during this time is very important. I think what happened last time, and we have to do it better as a federal government to supervise and to be like a fine cone to these companies, to these businesses that are getting these small business loans. Lots of times these small business loans are getting to bigger businesses or to other millionaires or to people that don't need it or to friends of these federal agencies that oversee it, which is 100% wrong. Small businesses in America help push and run America. When you step outside your door and you go to your mom and pop restaurant or your mom and pop grocery store, or you know a friend that's making clothes, or do you know somebody that's doing art or have this idea, right? These are all small businesses that help push and propel America, not these big corporations, right, of Amazon or Walmart. Those things you can pick and grab and get stuff. But the ones that are thriving, that are pushing America forward, are these small businesses, and we need to take care of them. And the federal government needs to do a better job overseeing those people that get the money that take care of them. Number 12, state and local governments. Right, we're all hurt because less people make money, less money that goes to taxes. Just providing them some type of cushion, and then we can put in a repayment system or provide the cushion for a little bit, and then they have to repay that money to the government with interest. Should be no problem with that. And lastly, right, number 13, which is to raise the minimum wage to $15. Now, there's the argument that if you raise minimum wage to $15, national minimum wage $15, which right now I think in America the minimum wage is like $7 and change or $6 and change, that you're gonna hurt the small business. But I believe differently, right? Because if I give people more money or double the money that they're going to make, right, what does that do? That increases the amount of free income that they have, income that they have in order to spend on your product if you're a small business to buy, right? Instead of making $400 a check, now I'm going to make $700 a check. I have additional $300 to go out and spend on small businesses like the one you are providing. So I think by raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, it helps everyone because more people are able to spend more money. Now, but you also got to look at logically, right? Logically, people are making $6 an hour, $7 an hour, $8 an hour, right? And for that hour of work is less than, right? Is less than what you spend to go to Starbucks or spend to go to Taco Bell or spend to go to McDonald's. You can't get out of McDonald's out of meal without spending $6-7 and being satisfied. And that's an hour of work, and that's a shame. Where that people are going to Starbucks, people are going to McDonald's, people going to these fast food restaurants, having to spend the $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 a meal. And if they're making minimum wage, that's 1 hour of work for what they just paid for this fast food meal. It doesn't equate. So raising that minimum wage to $15, it makes it more equivalent to what they're spending out in America now. I think that once again, Biden's stimulus plan is $1.9 trillion plan, has great points to it, has something that we've needed for a long time here in America, but as everything that the federal government needs to do, there needs to be a stronger overseer of who gets the money, how much they get the money, and how they use the money, and the push towards getting Americans overall healthy through what we know works: vitamins, minerals, healthy water, exercise, right? Those things, and in general, help your immune system, help you be healthier, instead of getting sick and then hopefully a pill will cure you, or getting sick and hopefully a vaccine will cure you, or getting sick and hopefully a surgery cure you. If you can do those things to maintain your body longer and stronger and healthier immune system and vitamins high, then that's going to help heal America overall. And if you do, and when you get sick, that your body is a well-oiled machine, stronger, healthier, and can heal and recover faster. If this is your first time listening, I thank you for the listening. If you listened before, please comment, please like, please subscribe. Today we just talked about Biden's stimulus rescue plan. Hopefully I made my point. Hopefully I gave you some insight on what I thought. Thank you for your time. I'll see you next.